All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Oh, Aydia wants to sit here. Can you shut the door, please? We're live. We're live. Hello. We'll just let everybody. Didn't need to slam it.
My bad.
We'll just let everybody come in. Take a couple minutes. All right, you go ahead over to your seat.
I don't have to man the station?
Nope, you do not. I think we're ready. We're good. We're live. If you all can just tell us you can hear us and see us okay, that would be awesome. Hear us and see us. We'll see. Hi, Barbara, Patty. If you're watching the replay, you can skip to about 2 minutes. That's where we'll probably start. But we're just saying hi to everyone as they come in. I feel really super low right now. How are you? Everything's linked. Everything's good. We're on Facebook and YouTube today, not just YouTube, which is new for us. So let's see. All right. Again, can see and hear, Darlene. Thank you so much. That's super helpful. So we're not just babbling on. About an hour, maybe less, maybe more. Depends on what we're doing. All right, we're getting lots of comments in. So people are here. They're showing up. We're getting all prepped. All right, so on the screen, you can see some of the stuff we're going to be using today. Pull out, if you're crafting along, just pull out whatever you have. But we're going to be doing some fun, and Aydia is going to be pretty much leading us, I think, right?
Okay.
And this,
I love how it's delayed, and I feel so weird.
I know. Don't watch that. All right, so we'll get started now. It's 1:02. Introductions. Hello, everyone. I think I need to come up a little bit with that. That's better. Okay, we're going to say hi to everyone first in the camera. Hello, everyone. I am Mary Polanco, and this is
Your daughter.
my daughter. Your name?
Aydia.
Aydia. This is her first from behind the scenes or from behind the camera out live with us. We won't be on camera the whole time. The craft desk most likely will be on camera more, but we just wanted to pop in and have a live and work out some of our tech equipment and advance it a little bit. We're on YouTube and Facebook today, so you can catch the replay in both areas. A couple housekeeping things before we get started. Do you want to wait a sec, or do you want, so that they're probably wondering what you're doing. I don't know. Also, you have a very sharp item in your hand. But a little housekeeping stuff before we get started. So we do plan on being on the live probably about an hour, maybe less, depending. Just having some fun, chatting, talking about masking techniques. So we're going to be doing that. And we're going to mention a few things. And so the first thing I want to mention, a little plug, it's not a shameless plug, but check out my apron here. Check out my apron here. This is how I wear my apron. And I know 15 of you out there have one because you got one for free during the last live event class. But look at this right here. It says what?
Crafty life is a happy life.
Crafty life is a happy life. Now, Aydia wanted to practice her skills, earn a little extra money as she heads into high school this year. And so she did them all. She did all of the good stuff for these aprons. And if you want to grab one, the Etsy link is in the description of the video on YouTube. So you can click that link and you can grab one from her. So love them. They come up all the way. They're full. I just like to tuck mine in. And as you can see, it's filthy with beautiful ink because I use it all the time in crafting. So I love it. Check it out.
It's a lot more, what do you call it when something is like better?
Better in person?
No, it's a lot better than like a cloth. You can just grab your stamp and just be like,
oh, than having like cleaning stuff on.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. I actually lift it up and I clean stuff with it. So it's getting lots of love. Yes. So that's in the link down below. Everybody's popping in saying hello. Hello. Yes. Let's get this off the screen.
Yes, please.
All right. It's hot under these lights, eh? I have one request. One simple request for you. Can you remove this beautiful bracelet? And the reason is because the mic is here and every little pop sound. This is not an ASMR video, folks. We do not need to hear every single little thing. So, okay. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and you'll hear us kind of talk about it throughout, Aydia and I are hosting our next live event that's coming up August 12th. And it is, they can hear, it's really loud. This is a really loud thing.
Oh,
Sound,
snap.
so
Okay.
we'll just leave that there. That's fine. Our next event is August 12th, and it is called what, Aydia? What is the class called?
Masking Masterclass.
Masking Masterclass, because we are going to go really intricately into the masking technique. I know that a lot of people shy away from it. I get comments all the time about they don't know what goes in front and where things are placed and whatnot. So we're going to do a quick, easy kind of demo here, but in class, we're going to go a little bit more intricately into the technique. So if you want to register for that, you can click the link below and get your ticket for that. We'd love to have you there. The last one was a huge success in the measurement of fun. Because we had such a good time. We made 3 projects, and this class we're going to make 2 because they're a little longer. And so, yeah, so check that out. All the details are in that link. Okay, any other housekeeping things before I forget? Any other things we wanted to announce?
Maybe this is spontaneous and we have no idea what we're doing.
Oh, say that louder.
This is spontaneous. We have no idea what we're doing. We didn't even plan a card. This thing I made 30 minutes ago, and I might have made a mistake and stuff. So we're gonna craft it together.
Yes, I love that. Yes, this is spontaneous, and we haven't really planned anything, which I love. That's what I love about lives, because you never know what's going to happen. I will tell you though. Well, let's focus a little bit more on this, because honestly, Aydia, this is really good. It's really good for a first-time masker. If I wish I can flip back between cameras quicker, because you would see Aydia's defeated face. Actually, let's just keep this on. We'll keep us small, eh? Let's do that. There we go. We're small. We're still on there, but we're small. Okay. And so we're gonna have some fun with this. This will be a great time. I love this stamp set. It's old. It's an oldie but a goodie. This one is called Milk and Cookies, and we're Lawn Fawn fans. We just think their stuff is adorable. So
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's show your card again. So we're gonna do. This isn't a finished product. This is a prototype, right?
It's a even worse than a prototype.
It's worse than a prototype. Don't diminish your creativity.
But I made tons of mistakes.
Who cares? Mistakes are how you learn. Didn't we do a video on that one time? A little talk about learning from our mistakes. Okay, so let's put that aside and let's show what we're going to be using. So here we have our, yes, we have a stamp set. We're going to be using Bristol Smooth cardstock today because we are going to color on it with Arteza markers, and that's the best to use with that. Also, the black ink is going to be VersaFine Clair because it's watercolor friendly. We are also going to be using a clean color real brush Zig blender marker, and you can use a water brush. That's fine if you're stamping along with us. And we are also going to be using some Spellbinders, best tape ever. I don't know what they call it. Something like that. We have mint tape as well. And we're going to be using the rock, paper, scissors removable sticker paper. This is my favorite go-to sticker paper for masking. I think it's so affordable. You can get it in bulk. You can do larger projects. So huge fan of that. And then a stencil from My Favorite Things. So we're going to be doing that. A couple other tools here and there.
I have a question.
Can you please ask?
If we raise, say $1,000 for our masking masterclass, can we get sushi?
Aydia has a goal. If we raise, how many tickets is that? That's 150? No.
I think we like 70.
70 tickets. Okay, if we sell 70 tickets, we're close. We're very close. I think we're maybe 5 tickets away. 6 tickets
I'm talking
away.
about with this only.
Oh, just with this. Oh,
Actually,
okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Anyway, that's Aydia's plug to join us for our masterclass. So she can get sushi. If you didn't pick up on the selfish motive there, but okay. Sue, oh yes, I love what Sue said. Sue said, I don't believe there are mistakes in card crafting, just learning experiences. She is spot on. All right, shall we begin? Misty, please. I feel like we're in surgery and you're like my assistant. Misty, stat. Let's get the big one. Okay. All right. So we're going to be using our stamping platform. So when we are doing masking, we're going to do a very simple technique today, but all the rules pretty much apply. Whatever you want in front, you want to stamp first. Okay. So let me do a quick explanation of what I'm referencing here. All right. So, and the way you can do this is kind of see what you're looking at is you can actually stamp them, or excuse me, place them down on top of one another, right? So if I want my cup right here, if I want my cup in front of this, right, that is how it's going to have to be stamped, right? So that's the quickest way to demo how we want to do that. What you want to be in front, you stamp first, front first. Okay. So you'll see it as we go through. Now, do we want to mimic this card, honey? Have this as our inspiration?
I like the masking on that one, but not the like placing or the background or the table.
Okay, so the background's going to be moved up. That's fixed. But you like the masking of how you did it, yeah?
Mhm.
I do too. Okay, let's do that. So go ahead and load up a Bristol Smooth piece.
Here's the magnet.
Oh, Pam, your baby's 4 months old. She says she can't wait to craft with her one day. Yes, it's so
This is the way I
fun.
have to do it.
That's how you had to get this. Oh wait, let's.
Yeah, because I can't get it out with my fingers.
Okay, show them the hack. Hang on, they didn't see the hack. Do it again.
Okay. So I can't get it with my fingers
The magnet.
because I got no nails. Oh, actually I can, but that doesn't count. Take the scissors and yank it out.
That's a great. There we go. If you came for nothing else today, you have learned that hack. All right. So you're gonna go ahead and load up. I'm kind of gonna be monitoring the chat.
Huh? I just read it.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and you can use that as your inspiration. And how did you do it? Whatever you want to do.
Okay. So first I took the milk and the cup, and because the cup is going to go in the front, we want to stamp it first. And I don't know.
Well, you gauged kind of what she thought of was like, this will be half. They'll have the table up here and then the wall up here. And so she's on the table right now.
So I want the glass to be in front of the milk. So it's like milk in the background. So I'm going to stamp it first.
Here we go. Oh, am I stamping?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a couple things when you're doing masking is, first of all, if you're going to use VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, this is a very smudgy ink, so please be careful.
Is there a different ink that you would?
Yeah, Memento is good for alcohol coloring, but we're going to do watercoloring today, so we need to use this ink.
Okay.
Just be extra careful when you're doing it. It's smudgy. Okay, so you're going to stamp it twice. So once on your project, and then we need a piece of masking tape. So she's just going to cover it. She likes this Spellbinders tape. And one thing I love about this Spellbinders tape, and I use it for when I make frames, is you can see through it, which is fantastic. If you use blue painter's tape or any of the masking paper, you can't see through it. And so now I can see when I placed it down, I can see exactly through it. It doesn't matter so much here today. You'll see it in a future video of mine.
Also, the good thing about this glass mat, which we're going to plug this in too, is that you can scrape it as much as you want and you can't
move it up. It does get a little bit of dings. It's not completely scratch proof, but it is.
Can't even see it.
It's a mat that you can cut on, which is great. We have other matte surfaces, obviously, we cannot cut on.
Hard surface. So
I wouldn't have thought to ever cut out my mask like that if you're using tape, but that is brilliant. This is number 2 hack from Aydia. All right. Now, here's a couple tips though. I want to, and I'm kind of, wait, don't leave it. Don't take it up yet. And I'm kind of teaching you this as well as we go. When you're cutting out your mask, you want to get actually over the black, because what's going to happen there is you're going to have those extra white lines on the outside, which is good. Can I use this? So right here, when she masked it, she didn't go in enough, right? And so if you zoom, we have to change the thing. Yeah. So you want to make sure that you almost go like on the other side of the black line. So can you chop that up just a little bit more? And that's a masking tip too. Tiffany, are you doing a sort of like the talk chat feature? Is that why you're saying that?
What's a talk chat?
It's when you pick up your phone and you just talk text it, or talk text, I guess it's called.
So I peel.
Where can I get the cutting tool Aydia's using? What's it called? Oh yeah, Sue, I will link that in just a second. It's the We Are Memory Keepers tool. We love it. It's a great one. Okay, back over here.
Oh, this is why I'm such a good linker.
You got to make sure you're in frame, okay, hon?
I've been forced to be in the frame this time.
You're not forced. I didn't force you, did I?
No, you didn't.
I wanted you to join.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to line that up, and then Aydia's going to move on and stamp the next image and do the same exact thing, and I'm going to come over here
And put the link in the
and
chat.
put the link in the chat.
Okay. Then I'm going to do the milk, and the milk is going to go in the corner, kind of in the back. Like, think of it as a 3D image. And you're going to, there you go. And then you're going to up it, or, yeah, that's it. Okay. Ink it, and stamp it down. And obviously that's not clear enough, so we're gonna go again. You're doing okay.
That's you're doing a fantastic job, and that's why we have a Misty.
Yes, because I have no coordinacy.
Oh my gosh, who are my stampers that started years ago with no stamping platform? That's probably most of us. We had to use acrylic blocks, and if you messed up on a project, guess what? You either lived with it or it's just paper. You turn it over and do it again.
So then you remove the masking tape and you have that image. And now a lot of the time, you have like the little dot that's disconnected from it, but you can't really see it because it's not in the camera. But it looks pretty good. And I want to zoom it in to show you, but now I have to clear the camera and everything. Okay. Like that. See? Yeah.
That's awesome. Good job.
Yes.
Good job.
Is that clear?
Yeah, it looks clear.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, the link is in the chat for, oh goodness, who asked for that? I already forgot. Sue, the link is in the chat.
Before that, we have the chunky wood blocks. Hey, Mommy still has those.
What's that?
Chunky wood blocks.
I have very few chunky wood blocks, but
Same thing.
can you move over just a second?
Mhm.
You're good. You're good. Right there. Okay. All right, what step are we on now?
Now, we do the next one. Oh, we gotta clean them.
Okay, we have to clean them. This is why we have teamwork makes the dream work. No, we have to use our scrubby tool. Can I have the water, please? So I use this scrubber tool to clean a little bit of water, just a tiny bit. It cleans them off really well. They got to be sticking to the thing though. Did you remove it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my apron to clean them off.
Useful apron.
We're classy here. All right. Next up, what are we doing next?
The cookie. Both cookies on the plate. Oops, sorry. So the next one part, we're gonna be making the
Plate?
with cookies.
With the
plate.
cookies.
But we want the bitten cookie in the front because it's the most unique cookie.
This is a really good point. I love that you said that. So you would think this plate is in the front. You'd think that you might want to stamp that first, but you do not, right? You want to stamp the most front image because the plate is going to go in behind these cookies. Okay, got it. So bitten cookie up first.
Yes, bitten cookie at first. So I want to kind of put it closer to the
Okay.
cookie. Okay. We put that down, and then we stamp, and then I smudged it, and you put it down, and then you stamp, and that's it.
And then you're going to re-stamp it on the masking? Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, my apron's useful here again. Woo!
And then,
Get you an apron.
Mommy put the link in the chat.
I did not. I put it in the description on
I was
YouTube.
telling you to put it in the link.
Oh. Okay, I don't have it saved. I'm poorly prepared today.
That's why I'm the one manning the station.
I know. Aydia, look, we switched roles and now we're both floundering. We're both lost.
And then you cut it again. But you don't have to cut too much because we're not masking the entire thing. We're just cutting, we're masking the part that's going to be touched by the cookie.
All right.
Whee. This thing is really easy on your fingers. Really easy in general. Okay. Then you like use your thumb and put it down. Mother.
Yes, honey.
Just kidding.
What happened?
Nothing. Just wanted you to come back.
Oh, I am putting your apron in the chat. Also, side note for the aprons, there's a very limited number. So if you do want one, jump in there.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, look at what did you do? You only did half of it?
Yeah.
That's so clever.
That's the only part I'm going to
That's the only part she's going to be needing to cover. So that's a really good point. If you want to save tape, masking paper, or whatnot, you only have to cover the part you need to cover. Okay.
There we go. And then stamp again. Oh, by the way, we're going to be using all those stamps again, so we'll put it back.
Okay, I won't put them away.
Okay. And then you stamp the next one.
Are you saving the masks, sweetheart?
No.
Okay.
Should I?
Yes.
Okay.
If you can.
I'm in same mistake again. Or whatever.
What mistake?
Look.
That's not a mistake. What mistake?
Well, it's slanted.
No, that's okay.
Oh,
all right, save that. Or we'll probably have to do a new one. Let's do a new one of that. Can you cover the whole thing? Reason being, because if you're going to stamp or do a table in here, we're going to have to cover them now.
Right, that's why we do it all at once.
Okay, we can do it all at once. That's fine.
Okay, now, I'm same diff, but now you just mask the entire bottom.
Wait.
That's okay, I can just cut it. Oh. Here, can I have the cookie?
Learning as we go. Honey. Wait, hold on 1 second, please. So, you're masking them both. Okay, go. She's going to mask them both now.
I just need a little bit ink.
Woo.
Good.
You sure? Because when you cut that out, you might just need to stamp the whole thing.
Okay.
It's hot under these lights, huh? Now she understands the pressure I'm under during our live classes. I feel heard.
So well. This is why I like to be on the other side where I can wear my sweatpants.
Sue said she normally uses alcohol to clean her stamps. Sue, that's a great question. I wonder if it will deteriorate it over time. I mean, it's not alcohol. I think I think that's okay. I think it actually gets back the I know alcohol cleaning wipes get back the stick on the other side. I think this should be okay. If anyone thinks differently, share. I don't use like acetone. That would be bad. I think that would eat away at your material.
Sorry. Hey, there we go.
All right. So now we're going to cut that out, right?
Yep. And while we cut it out, put another plug in.
What's another plug? Oh, yes. Aydia is my marketing strategist. So a little while she's doing that, I'll talk a little bit about the live event coming up. For those of you that are registered, I hope you're getting emails, at least one welcome email that's letting you know a little bit about the details. You'll get the link for the live event on the Thursday before the event. There is a supply list. Download it. If you click the link to check out what the event's about, there's I think in there, or maybe it was the original. It's an original email I sent. I'm sorry, that shows you the supply list. You can kind of see what we're working with. But you know me, I am a advocate for using what you have, and as long as you have some masking paper, you probably can do whatever we're going to do. But we are going to be giving away 30 prizes during the event. We go a little overboard. That's just our MO. It's okay. That's okay. I'm going to show you how to get that off. Where's the ink? Use my apron. Yeah. Because the ink is not going to dry on this tape. So that's good. Aydia smudged up the project, but we're going to try to remove that with another tool. Where was I? Okay. All right. Continue on.
You're talking about prizes and how
prizes. Yes. Awesome prizes. 30 prizes. We're giving away a better press, a mini die cutting machine,
4 different cover mats.
Oh yeah, grip mats. We got pops of color with a stand. We got stamp sets. We got dies. So it's gonna be fun. It makes it more fun of the process. Oh, wait. Okay.
Okay. Reveal.
We do love this part. We do love this part. Okay. And now you need to stamp a mask for that, right?
We need to stamp a mask for everything.
Everything. That's right. Use that. Okay.
So this is how we do it. This is how I did it, and I think that's the best way to do it because I always have the best way.
Oh my. What kind of talk is that?
Not the best thing.
It's not the best. There are multiple ways that you can do it. I know.
Okay. Now, you take everything that you just stamped. Come on.
Oh, everything.
Can you please line them up?
Mm-hmm. You can only do one of these at a time, right?
Yep. Which sucks, but it's life. Okay, so that's
That's okay. That'll work.
That'll work.
You load that one up.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it doesn't matter if they're lined up perfectly, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
We can put them whenever we want. First. Doesn't matter.
Okay. So let's use, since the ink doesn't matter, let's use the Memento, babe.
Okay.
Because it'll dry a little faster on that tape. Okay, I had a question come through. Let me try to answer that. What did you say would be the better tapes to use? Okay, Sue, if you're talking about masking tapes, can I offer suggestions?
Yes.
I know you're running the show here, but
No.
okay, I think it might be easier, in fact, because this tape is actually pretty
Slippery?
Yeah, it's a little slippery for this technique.
What do we use this?
So we're going to use our rock, paper, scissors masking. Yeah. And can you remove the project there? Yep, just remove that.
What do you mean?
Just take the panel out of the Misty.
Okay.
And then we're going to grab the the trimmer. We're going to use our rock, paper, scissors removable sticker adhesive. Now that is linked in the description box below. Do not make the mistake of getting, we're going to cut this down to an A4 size. Don't make the mistake of getting the rock, paper, scissors sticker paper, the sticker paper. Don't do that. That is not removable, and you will be very upset at me and yourself for having purchased that because it will ruin your project. So it's the removable stuff I linked. All right, go ahead and load this in. And now we're working on masking paper. And so this is going to be a one-shot deal. Real easy. We're just going to put all of our images down on this paper.
I haven't tried this before, so let's hope it works.
Yeah, and stamp all at once. Okay, and use that ink. Because it doesn't need to be a perfect image. So we're just basically using these. All right, let's see if we have any questions. Yes, I'll try it. Okay, let me go back to Sue's question. Best tape to use. So Sue, if I'm not answering this right, hit me up again. But the best tapes to use for masking, I think, are going to be, if you're going to stamp images, it's going to be what we're using right now or mint tape because it's more paper-like. It's like a Post-it. This tape is slippery, but it's really good for making borders. And so, for example, this right here, I used that yellow tape right here because I could see through it and see how far across I go. That's what that's good for. Okay.
So can I just cut it?
So now we stamped them all out and you can just cut out all of the pieces. You go up a little to be in frame.
Let's talk about a story or something.
All right. So first I'll ask what questions can I answer? And Sue, if that wasn't the question that you were looking for, let me know. And let me just check the chat. Yes, masking. Okay, good. So that was the answer for the masking. So yeah, now there's a lot of companies that have masking paper. And I've tried them and to me, they're no different than what I'm showing you right now, which is the rock, paper, scissors. And that comes in 100 sheets of 8.5 by 11 for $25. So I have only bought it once. And I think I first purchased it 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, now these might actually work better. I love your tip with the cutting tool on the tape, but it might work better to use scissors on this.
This is tough.
Yeah. So let me do some fussy cutting. Here, I'll save it. We'll do some fussy cutting. So
I'll help too.
Yeah, grab some scissors there. Oh, these are better. Those are better scissors. Who has their favorite scissors out there? And if you do, let us know. Now watch. See, I'm going to go on the inside of that black line. You see, right on the line. Because if I go outside the black line, I'm going to leave a white space on my project. We're right next to the window, and there's a nice breeze coming in because these lights are hot. I'm sweating. So thank you, Mother Nature. All right. So this is good. Good, good, good. All right, that one's done. All right, what else we got going on? Does anyone know if a scan and cut will cut out the images using the rock, paper, scissors, removable stuff? Oh, that's such a good question. Scan and cut is it's like a Cricut looking machine, but and does similar things. It cuts out images, but it can scan your items and know where it needs to cut and then cut it out. I'm going to say that it will, but I haven't tried it. So that's a great question for the masses.
But the masses live next door. I need nothing.
Yeah, but you're joking. This one. All right, we're very quiet in this live. What's everybody doing today? What is everyone doing on this Saturday? All right. So Sue, this is why I probably need some sort of community, because Sue is going to go try it out and then let us know. But how are you going to let us know? Unless you're going to do it right now. That would be cool. But yes, I thought I could almost promise I saw someone do scan and cut with masking paper, because that was like a hack or something. So it really would be awesome.
Okay, ready to explain how to get it off?
Yes. Okay, so then it's double-sided, right? So we have a release paper, and then we have the front piece. So you're just going to use your nails or a poker tool or something like that to peel back the release paper off of it. And what's good about this is you can also usually keep these. So she's going to mask up. And when you're masking, it does not matter which mask you put on first. That's a moot point at this point, because you're just going to be masking your project. And we're going to be covering. As long as they're covered, we're good. Here we go.
Cookies.
Yes.
No.
No? Didn't line up? Okay. And this masking paper, a couple other things about it. It does not peel on your project. It will leave it won't peel up anything. Some tapes that you use can be a little strong, so be careful of that. I know I've had issues with painter's tape before, but this stuff is usually, it never has pulled up anything on mine. If you're doing a lot of watercoloring, there could be an issue with that. And in fact, I recently posted a video about masking pools, like the reveal of them. And I put a blooper in there basically because I made a huge mistake. I had watercolored my project, covered it, and it wasn't fully dry. So it ripped up the whole thing.
Oh.
Wood grain and color, kind of wood grain table. We might have a stencil for that. What do you think?
Wait, when were we going to do watercolors? How are we going to?
Yeah, so we're going to do the watercoloring last.
What is the watercoloring? The background?
No, the images. We're going to color up the images.
Okay, then I want to do wood grain.
What's up, babe?
Wood grain. That's good.
Wood grain? Okay, I'll look for that while you're finishing there.
Or we can do a rainbow table. Yeah. But we mix it like watercolor. I like that.
Yeah. That might be a little messy.
Okay.
All right. You're still doing that?
Nope, done.
Done. Okay, so make a line with your yellow tape across the project so that you leave a line for the wall. Do you know what I'm talking about? Probably not. Let me show you. Okay, this next stencil I'm pulling out from Kindred Stamps. This is the wood grain stencil.
Ooh.
All right. So what I'm saying is now we're going to use, we can use masking paper, or you can use the
tape.
Yellow tape. And so we'll just use the yellow tape for this one. All right. So what I'm mentioning is first we want to make sure we're in frame.
Oh.
Okay. Let's make sure we're in frame. We're going to actually zoom in just a little bit for us. There we go. That was probably too far away for everybody. Can you move the stencil for a second? Make sure we're clear. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're going to, let's just move that for a second, please. Are you trying to get a gauge of where it would be?
Yeah, I think it would be like here. Can I see it?
Yep.
Oh, here.
Okay, sounds good. But we don't know if that's straight, right? So we want to make sure our project's straight, right? And now you can place it down. There we go. And the good thing about the tape on this one is it holds it down to the mat as well. Go ahead and use your, I know you want to use your little X-Acto knife. No. Leave it so that it's on the mat. Yeah. There we go. All right. So good.
Is it?
Yep. We're straight. I know it looks a little crooked on the scene, but we're actually straight in real life. So now you're going to do some ink blending of this. There you go. You can do that.
And what are we
Okay, so let's use a light color. We're just wanting a light wood color for the background.
Oh, not in frame.
How about, what's that? Not in frame?
There we are.
Well, I'd rather you move your project than the camera because the camera sometimes is finicky. We're okay right there though. Okay. All right. Let's do, that's a good one. How about that color?
Yeah.
All right. Did you clean
Do you
this?
have a little more brownie?
A little more brown. Well, are you going to do the brick brown?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do a light color. All right. So there you go. So Aydia is going to do some ink blending for us on this background.
The thing about this mat is that you can get it as dirty as you want.
Yep. If you're looking for a magnetic white glass mat, this one's an 18 by 24. Link is in the description. You can use coupon code. You didn't do anything wrong.
No, but I want to take it down.
Okay. You can use coupon code Mary20 and get 20% off. They're not the cheapest mats in the world, but I love mine. I use it all the time. I finally fixed my lighting so that I can use it in my videos again. My lighting was on top of it, which was making it very difficult to do. All right, so this ink blending brush that Aydia is using is just something from Amazon. It's a makeup brush technically, but we like to use them for this. Now, do you want to do the brick maybe a little darker? Maybe like a reddish?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Let's do
Oh,
fired brick. I feel like Distress Oxide fired brick is appropriate. And then we'll keep the brown and do a little. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Ready for the reveal.
Ready for the reveal of, well, almost. We're going to do a full reveal after we do the top, right? You're just going to pull that off. There we go. We'll put that aside.
Oh.
What's the matter? What happened?
Is that?
It's okay because when we peel those back, they won't be covered.
No. I'm talking about the wood. You can't even tell it's wood.
No, I know. We're going to, wait, leave that one here for, I'm going to show you a trick.
Oh.
Okay, so then we just take this with the ink. We don't ink it up anymore. And you're just going to cover it to give that full color.
I did it with
soft touch. There you go.
I did it with the
brick. Yeah. And then you're missing on the right. There we go. See, now it looks almost like a real natural tree kind of wood, not a wood grain that you would normally use. All right, cool. Now you're going to take that tape off and you're going to switch the tape. So the tape's going to now come and line up with this bottom line. Be careful when you're pulling it off just because. Yeah, there you go. I like to pull it off on itself. That's good. Okay, so it brought up the mask, but it did not bring up the paper, right? So the mask is okay. If we ruin the mask, who cares? Yeah, we'll just pull that off. We don't care about the masks. Okay, let's get a new piece of tape. All right, so that's okay because now we're actually going to cover this.
Okay.
This right here, though, let me see how much it pulled up on the. Is it still covered? Yeah, we're still going to use that. It's like one layer, but we're still going to use it. When you're lining up the next piece of tape, do not go over this line or you're going to have a white line between the two. Go right up to it or maybe even a little less than.
I'm gonna have to
go ahead, put your head in. That's okay. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yep, perfect. Okay, now we're going to put this stencil over. And you're going to do the brick.
Same thing.
I think it's time for some new tape for me.
Just clean this off.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay, so do a light hand when you're going over it because we don't want it too dark, right? And then I'm going to show you a really cool tactic. You're going to, when you're ink blending, bring it from the outside in and let the middle part be your lightest part. Okay? Good. You're doing great. That's better. Yeah, that'll pick up more ink for you. Good. Stenciling. Stenciling in and of itself is like masking magic.
I forgot what you had.
Go from over there. Yeah. When you do this and you just get a lighter look, yep, and you leave it kind of whitish in the middle, just a little brush of it, it's going to make it look like a shadow. It's going to look really cool. Okay, so that's good. Now you're going...
Good.
Okay, I want you to stop. And then next what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a darker brown. All right, so we're not going to remove the stencil. We're going to bring in this brown, okay? And you're going to, I'll show you. Now we're going to contaminate if we leave this all like it is. So the first thing you want to do is kind of just clean up the stencil a little bit. Okay, I use my microfiber cloth from the Dollar Tree. It works like a charm. And then I'm going to take this, a little brown, and I'm going to just bring it in on the corners. And what that's going to do is it's going to cause sort of like a shadow effect, just like this. Okay. It adds a little bit more dimension to your project, gives you a little different color, and you'll see it once we pull it off. Okay. All right. So that's a good mix. Go ahead and do the reveal of everything.
Best part.
Best part.
The reveal of the brick and wood. Oh, I took away that thing.
Okay.
All right, that's the backgrounds.
Yes.
And now for the...
Hi, Shirley. Shirley said hello, special guest.
Hi. And then the last one.
All right, look at that. Okay, so I'm not like ecstatic about this piece right here. So what we can do is just trim this down. It's too easy. Okay. Too easy. All right. Can you clean up all the, since we're done with masking, you can clean up all this stuff. Throw away all the tape and hand me the paper trimmer. And then we'll get this trimmed down. Whenever you make a mistake, not a mistake, but whenever it's not exactly what you're going for, trimming down is always a nice, I have it. Trash can's behind me. There's also a trash can right there. Just throw it in there. Okay, so we're just going to trim this down. It was a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but we're just going to take a 1/4 inch off of the one side, make it 4. I'm actually going to do half of that. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's better. And now when I chop it finely, it'll be 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we're going to chop a little off the bottom. That's 5 1/4. Move it in halfway between the next mark. And 5 1/4. All right, there we go. Look at that. Very cool. Okay. Yes, the reveal is always the best part, right? All right, so now we're going to color.
Thank you, Sue.
All right, so we're going to color. And Aydia, you don't color much with these, do you?
No, I color with alcohol markers.
Okay, so we are going to, I'm going to demo, and then you're going to do one, okay? Now, the milk in the glass are probably not going to be colored. We're probably, unless you want to, but it has a line there, so we can kind of see milk is white. So we're just going to do essentially some shadowing, all right? Now, I mentioned in the beginning that we were going to be using the Zig Real Brush pen. This is my blending pen that I like. You can use a water brush too. I find it to be less watery, so it's more control. All right, of our Arteza browns and grays, we're going to choose the cookie color. Which color do you think is going to be good for cookies? That one? Okay, so let's bring that up for cookies. How about the plate? We can add some color with the plate.
Color.
Any color. Just pick. That one? Okay. And then we'll do this light gray for some shadowing. Okay, so very easy, simple coloring with this. Let me do one of the cookies first. All right, so we are good to go in frame. And here we go. So I have my brown. This brown, for those of you who are interested, is called Tawny A137. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about shadow, but I do know this cookie's in front, and I know that cookie's going to have a shadow. So I'm going to start there, okay? And while I'm on Bristol Smooth cardstock, which is going to allow me to get this blended look. So here, I'm going to start with that, and I'm just going to leave that right there. Okay, so do you see that? I have just a little bit of a blend.
Stellar Crafts by Pam, or Miss Pam, or she asked, did you mention the yellow tape? What's it called?
It's called Spellbinders Best Craft Tape. I guess I didn't. You want to go link that?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, she's back to her job. She's in heaven. Go. All right, I'm going to move over here.
My leggies.
I'm going to move over here. Okay, so you see that it has a shadow already. Now you want a piece of watercolor, or excuse me, not watercolor. What am I saying? Paper towel, just so I can kind of clean it off to the side. All right, now you can do 2 passes of the Arteza Real Brush pens without pilling up your paper, so keep that in mind. But I'm going to let that dry first, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of color to this next cookie, and same color. And the blending brush here, you kind of dip your blending brush in the color and then cover the rest of the cookie. So that's not dark enough, right? So we're going to come back and we're going to get that second layer. When that dries, it's going to be perfect. The plate, we're going to just use, this color is Parma Gray A143. Now I know the shadows are going to be laying heavily under where the cookies are sitting. So ignore my robot there. It's going off. So I'm going to dip into it and then just color. There we go. That's it. As simple as that. All right. Now, this is another hack, trick, tip, whatever. There's a little line here between the plate and the color of the brown. So what I'm going to do, because I have a clean brush now, I'm going to just dip a little bit into that and just cover that. This is water reactive ink. It's Distress Oxide. It's going to cover up that white line perfectly. The rest of the masking is perfect. Aydia did a great job at cutting out all of these lines directly on the black or over, so that when we mask, it comes out exactly what we're looking for. You coming back?
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Okay. All right. Have a seat there. All right. Stellar by Craft says, Pam says, how are those compared to Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers? So I've had both, Pam.
Did you finish this?
I did this one. You want to do here? You practice on doing a little shading on the cookies anywhere you want.
Also, do you have any blue?
Yeah, I have blue.
Great, because I want to make them up.
Oh, okay. Let me get that for you.
Sure.
What was I saying? I know it's hard to do a live and answer your questions and answer their questions. Sorry everybody. There's a lot to manage. Okay. Pam said Real Brush Zigs. The big difference between the two of them, there's 2 big differences. The one is the price. The price is a lot more with the Zigs. Okay. That's number 1. The second big difference is the size of the brush. So the size here, let me just show her real quick. This is the Zig. This is the Arteza. Okay. That's the size difference. You're going to have a much smaller brush with the Zigs. However, because I take into consideration quality of the product and the price, they're comparable to me in quality, but the price is so different that I sold my Zigs and I have my Artezas. And so that's really my opinion on those. They both work virtually the same, but you're going to get Zig users that swear by them. And for me, it just I wasn't using them enough professionally to I don't know, like it's almost like the Ohuhu alcohol markers versus the Copics. Like if you're a professional artist and you need to have refills for everything, then that's probably a better investment is the Copics, but I'm not. So hope that answers the question. All right, so when you're coloring, you want to hold this with your hand so that you don't move the paper, so that it stays steady. All right, looks good. What else?
Oh, let me see that blue again. I need darker blue.
Okay. I'm going to do my second coat of the brown of the cookies. There you go. And you just want to do a line of that. There you go. And then use the blending brush. Is that your intent?
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect.
I'm professional.
You are. Looks great. Okay, Pam, you have the zigs. Yeah, grab them out. Grab them out. Start playing with them. You're going to love them. They're very high quality marker. I love them, but I didn't need both brands.
This is the best alcohol I've ever done.
It's not alcohol. It's watercoloring.
Same thing.
Same thing. Oh, boy. Okay, let me finish. Let me do the cookies again. Now I'm going to do the cookies. Oops. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to do, you can already see how cool that the shadow is on the cookies. So I'm going to go over with my second layer. I'm just going to do both at the same time. And remember, you really can get 2 good passes with these markers. I'm going to give a little bit over on this side so it doesn't water out for me too much. And it just looks like a light colored cookie.
Are you going for a second coat?
This is the second time. Yep. Now, again, you can do this with water brush pen. If you have like an empty barrel water brush pen, you can do that. I just, for small images, I really like this SIG pen. I feel like it doesn't glop water all over my project. It just holds it. It's a little more control, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Not that I'm a control freak. I'm a recovering control freak. Moving past it. Right, Aydia? All right, so that's good for that. And then the blue, we're just going to do the plate just a little bit more.
I think we should do, sorry about this.
Yeah.
Some brown in the background because the background is wood.
Oh, that's a really good point. Let's see, because it's a clear glass. Yeah. Let me think about how we can do that the best way. So you're talking about this portion.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe what we can do is use the exact color we used. Where is that ink?
Right there.
Right here? This one?
Yes.
This is this color?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it doesn't even look like it.
Right.
Okay, so what we're going to do, Aydia has a really good point. Behind this glass is going to be the wood color. So what we're going to do is going to put, okay, that is that color. We're going to put that right there. And we're going to take, we're going to take our blending brush and we're going to color in this back. Do you want to do it?
Yes.
All right. Hold your project, please, with one hand.
And then I take this?
Yep, just dip it in lightly. You just want a little bit at first because you don't know what's coming out. So just be careful. You don't want to glob it too much. There you go.
No,
That looks awesome.
Here. Stops over here.
Okay, it would stop over there. Why?
Because of the milk carton.
Okay, because the milk carton. Yes, very good. You have a really good eye for this.
Thanks.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then there would be a little bit of blue and then white.
Perfect. I love it. That's a really good.
I'm going to take a little bit of blue.
Good catch. Okay.
And now I take the white thing. The white marker. It's clean.
Yeah. And that doesn't even have to be perfect because of the refraction from the light and the glass.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be perfect. All right. So what would you do? Do you need it back?
Yeah.
What would you do? Well, you might have just picked up more brown.
That's what I wanted.
Oh, okay. To minimize, or excuse me, to embellish this card, what would you do? Would you add anything else to it?
Sentiment.
A sentiment. We probably need a sentiment.
It comes
Okay.
with sentiments. It says, sweet wishes and we belong together.
Okay. Ooh, they're all together. What about that one?
I like that one.
Okay.
Oh, and also there's little faces.
Oh, cute. What are you going to put a face on?
I'm going to put a face on the bacon cookie. There's a sad face.
The what cookie? The cookies?
Bitten.
Bitten cookie. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So where do you want to put your sentiment?
Here.
Okay.
I like there.
I like it.
And then we have to put something up there that's so empty. What if we put vines?
Okay, you can do that. Well, maybe we'll do that off camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a face.
Hang on. Let me just make sure this is straight. It's hard to see. All right.
You gotta make sure the face is on.
Okay. Don't touch the sentiment if you can avoid it. All right. What else we got going? It just keeps getting better, Sue. Sue, are you talking about our card? I missed it. If you are, we thank you. All right. Pick that up. Now, make sure it's set back in there. Good. Memento. I actually like this one for sentiments, but either one will work. Whatever you decide, I support you.
It's already in my hand.
Okay. Because you can double stamp it. Oh my God, this unhappy face one is hilarious.
He's a little mad.
Oh my God, I love it. Did you place it back in there? Yes, okay. Oh, that's brilliant. I love this stamp set. It's so cute. Okay. Anyone have the mini version? It has a graduation cap with the cookie. It says you're a smart cookie. Oh my God, Aydia, that is so good. I love it. Glossy accents for the glass, but maybe not because it might reactivate the marker coloring. Ooh, Pam, I love that idea. We're gonna try it because if it does ruin it, we won't blame you. Number one, and number two, now we all know, right? So I love it. That's a great idea.
What are we doing?
Okay, so now here's a tip. I like to put my card panel on the card base usually first, but if no, it doesn't matter. Never mind. Disregard my tip. The reason I was saying that is because sometimes it warps and the card bases give it a little more stability, but we'll be fine. All right. Glossy accents. Let me go get that for you, sweetie. It's what? All right. And this is our last step. And then we're going to let you all go while Aydia adds the glossy accents per Pam's suggestion. I will just talk a little bit more, try to see if anyone else is still interested in joining and registering for our class coming up. We're going to be doing, let me show you what we're going to be doing, actually. Go ahead and hold this with one hand, please. And be very careful as it comes out. Now, while Aydia is using glossy accents, I have to say, glossy accents is my number one choice for things like this. I find that the consistency of how it comes out almost falls right into place of where you're trying to put it. You don't have to move it around or pull it around if it's not too thick. And it's just my favorite, honestly.
All over the glass, right?
Yep, all over the glass. And that is a great addition. It's not reactivating anything. It's just kind of the color so far is just sitting right underneath it. And you can kind of paint with it on. So Aydia has never done this before. No, she has. You've used
I love this thing.
Yeah, she's used glossy accents before. So but it kind of fills in. So be careful what you're doing, hon. Look down at your project. Okay. Very good. All right. So we're going to leave this. This is the cutest card. I got to be honest. When we started, I wasn't 100% sure where it was going, but I think it's adorable. What do you think? Mm-hmm. You like it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Put the cap on the glossy accents. Let me move this so no fingers go in it. And let's just, while we have them, we'll just share a little bit about what we're doing for the class coming up. And how it's a little bit more intricate.
Before anything happens, I will be manning that thing.
Yes.
Wearing my wonderful sweatpants. And I will be, doing a better job than we're doing right now.
Oh, I know. It's hard with both of us over here. So Aydia is, can you put the cap on there?
Yes.
She is going to be over at the station. And she's going to be answering questions better than we have been. And she will be running the show. She did an amazing job last time. All right, so let's talk about this card right here. This is one that we're going to be making. And what's fun about this card, aside from it just being absolutely adorable, is there's multi-layered masking in here. So for example, I wanted this whale behind this wave, but in front of these waves, right? So we're going to go through how to do that. What does that look like? Where and when do you need to put your masks? And you can take those tips and implement that with any stamp set that you have. You do not need to use what we're using, but you'll see the multi-dimension of how we're doing the layers. This is all one layer, except I did pop up balloons and a hat, but everything else is one layered, okay? And then this is the other example that we're going to be doing. Very similar fashion. We have our little gnomes sitting on our letters. We have the letters behind and then the stencil behind that. So again, we're going to be going over multi-dimensional stamping. So it'll be a little level up than what we did today. Today was just a simple demo, and it's going to be so, so much fun. So I hope you can make it. There will be a replay if you cannot be there live. All ticket holders are eligible for prizes. You do not have to be present to win. We will send out all the winners' names post the event and to claim your prize and all that. So it's up to, if you want to join, if you want to be there live, if you can't, you want to watch it later, you can. Okay.
Also, for added convenience, I'm just going to put it right in the chat.
What are you going to put in the chat?
The link.
Oh, yeah, she's going to go put the link for the event in the chat. You might be watching on Facebook, and so that's probably more helpful. All right. Anybody have any questions for us before we let you all go? Oh, my goodness. That was like exactly an hour.
Where's the link?
I couldn't have planned that better. Okay, so you're going to go over to here. You can just open up a new tab, go to ThriveCart, and you'll find it there. Thrive?
Oh, got it.
Yep. Okay. Any questions for me? I think I saw a heart pop up. That was adorable. Whoever did that, thank you. Oh, Jan, you almost missed this. Yeah, I advertised it. I think I started advertising it just like 2 days ago, but kind of an impromptu. Just wanted to make sure that we hung out with you a little bit, had some fun, and then also tested out some tech equipment and all that good stuff. So, hi, Sherry's from Indiana. I see you popped in. Sherry, we're almost done. We're just kind of hanging out and answering questions as we leave. Thank you, Pam. Pam, I hope we were able to answer some of your questions today. Great questions that you had. All right, Aydia's putting the link in the chat if you would like to register for the upcoming live event. Again, it's on 12th of August. And that's all we have, I think.
12th of August is 9 days from my birthday.
Jan said, please tell Aydia I got my apron and gift. Thank you so much. Oh, and someone in the beginning of this live said you got your stamp set. So the first 10 people who signed up for this class got the stamp set with the gnomes and the love on it. And so I think you were referencing that. That's awesome. Isn't it so cute? It's an adorable set. And it might still be on sale, actually. Check out scrapbook.com. I don't know if we have a link for that, but if you go into scrapbook.com and you type in sitting gnomes, I think it was like $16 and they put it on clearance for like $3. And it's from Colorado Craft Company. It's so cute. So that's why I picked it, because I thought,
still on sale.
Still on sale. You linking it?
I am linking
Aydia's linking it for us. She's a quick linker. I think she likes her spot behind the camera a little more. She just thumbs up. Yeah, I think over here in front of the camera will have me hang out here more. So that's fine. Peggy said Aydia's very talented. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad it was helpful, Sue. That makes me so happy. It means so much. Did you post it, babe?
I'm about to. What is it called?
Sitting Gnomes?
Oh, yeah.
Sitting Gnomes. I wasn't a huge gnome fan until I bought that stamp set. And then I was like, oh my God, this is adorable. And scrapbook.com has like a whole gnome series, even though that stamp set's not by scrapbook.com. It's by Colorado Craft Company. Okay, Aydia linked it in the chat. It doesn't look like there's any other questions, so we won't hold you hostage. Oh, and Renee, you ordered it. Oh, good. It'll be here. Yeah, it's adorable. And the set that we're using for the whale card is called Whale Hello from scrapbook.com. And that's a really cute set too. So, all right. Thanks so much for all the love and the support and encouragement. I'm glad you had fun today, and we will see you all either in class or in the next YouTube video. All right. Take care. I need you to hit end broadcast up there. She's over here.
Bye.
She's dancing.
Bye.
Thank you. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.